Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop and Forge World. Happy New Year, everyone. I know 2020 wasn't really the best year ever, but I'm ever hopeful that things are going to get better. I'd like to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to all of you over 2020 that have tuned in every day or every week to watch all of the videos, and special thanks to the subscribers, you members, and everyone that uses the Element Games affiliate link. It's through using that link and using the codes that you support this channel and allow me to make the daily content. I've recently branched out into Lego and Star Wars Armada, and I will also be starting Star Wars Legion in 2021 as well. So I hope you enjoy all the additional content that those different hobbies entail. So this weekend is a little bit different than usual because there are no pre-orders from Games Workshop and Forge World. There weren't any a week ago on Boxing Day. However, Games Workshop on the Warhammer community website have dropped a little teaser. It is only a teaser in every sense of the word, because you can barely see the models in there, and they've done that before. And that's what we're going to break down today. We're going to have a little look at that. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We're very close to that 40,000 subscribers. And the quicker we hit that, that will bring about the 40,000 subscriber giveaway. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put up as many live streams as I expected over the Christmas period, kind of from the 26th to, well, today, mainly because I was setting out all of the armies for some big army collection videos. I've done a collection video of my entire Imperium force, a Chaos force, the Xenos, and the Age of Sigmar. So there's 4 big collection videos there. There is just no way for me to fit every single miniature in one room anymore, unfortunately. It's one of those things. However, please take solitude in the fact that I have completed those videos and I'm awaiting a good time to release them. May well be when the channel hits 40k subscribers. I have posted pictures of those armies on the Instagram, but I also encourage you to join the Discord. It's free, and there are plenty of channels there. Everything from Lego to Star Wars Armada to whatever you're really interested in, and that's where I've posted some of the armies. Not just me, of course. There are pictures of other people's armies here, and models, and so on. And the link for the Discord is just over here if you're using a PC, and it's on the About page right here on the Discord. So without further ado, let's jump on over to the community website right here. Well, the last news and pre-order video I did was 2 weeks ago. I think it was on the 19th of December. They haven't really stopped with all of their articles. So if we just go back from about there, you had a Armies on Parade award ceremony, a Sunday preview on the day after, a very Warhammer Christmas. Say a very Warhammer Christmas, but it was Boxing Day, was Git Stomper and Nick It. Yeah, for some reason, it baffles me. They always try and find new ways of not making as much money as they could. And this is one of the examples. People are thirsty for orcs, thirsty for new orc models. And they decided to, at a time when there's a pandemic, allow these models only to be purchased and collected from actual physical Warhammer stores. It baffles me. The people in charge of these decisions, and Boxing Day nonetheless as well. I reckon if they could release a miniature or get you to go into the stores on Christmas Day, they would. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure when this is going to be available online for Element Games or for GW, but by the time it releases, hype will have died down a little bit. However, they did release Saul Tarvitz. I was umming and ahhing whether to pick him up. I think I said it in one of the other videos or maybe on the Instagram or something, but in the end I didn't decide to take the plunge. He is in his full Emperor's Children filigree, of course. Maybe one day they'll do some kind of Knights Errant version. But yeah, if you've got Emperor's Children, you finally can add Saul Tarvitz to your force. They had Battle Forge. I don't know if you've heard of this. Every time you seem to go on Forge World or Games Workshop, you get a massive prompt to join the Battleforge beta, just scrap it, Games Workshop. Just turn your app into the Age of Sigmar app and have done with it. Model of the Year 2020, your chance to choose a winner. We now have the results in, so if you don't want to know what they are in this video, then it's probably best going to the site and looking at the results and then coming back to this video. You've got Saul Tarvitz's First Loyalist, an in-depth article on that. Festive Decorations the Warhammer Way. So this was just up to the run-up of Christmas. How to paint your holiday display or miniature Christmas baubles. So you get a bauble and you just put one of the miniatures in. You've also got these things as well. Holiday Hammer Conversions. Bugman's Gift of Free Festive Wallpapers. Brexit and COVID. This was welcome news. Very welcome news for me. Basically, 2021, packed full of rad Warhammer releases. Maybe there's a plug there for Adeptus Mechanicus or Mechanicum or Dark Mechanicum. I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But there's something new and exciting arriving every month. Okay, nothing new there. But it means that January and February will be lighter than in recent years. So I think past February, we're going to have the normal weekly releases, but as it says here, there'll be releases every fortnight, first of which will be on the 16th of January. So that is 2 weeks from today, it being the 2nd of January. Then 40k, you'll see a new codex or expansion every month in January, February and March, starting with the Death Guard. So we're going to get Death Guard in January. That's what that seems to me. But then you're going to get another codex in February and another one in March. Not sure whether I can believe that now. Once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. I know there's a pandemic and lots of things happening at the moment that is affecting their release schedule. But they did say that all of the codexes and Death Guard would be out before Christmas, and that never materialised. So any kind of releases from now on, I kind of bite my tongue a little bit because with the current situations, both Brexit and the COVID, both of those could have a unpredicted impact on their release schedules. And then it says Age of Sigmar, you'll see the new Battle Tome and a bunch of incredible minis drop in February. It says, trust us, this one's a doozy. Sneak peek on Christmas Day. I'm guessing that this is the Slaanesh, because that's what it was for the preview as well. There was last minute digital gifts, Meta Watch, Merry Christmas from Middle Earth team, more sneak peeks, get the whole family Warhammering this Christmas, of course. Broken Realms in the Deep Dark Mountain. Pre-order Saul Talvitz for the Horus Heresy today. Christmas preview, Hedonites, Habits and Hekatarii. So this is the new box set, which I will be picking up. You've got this new Sister Battle Palatine model. Yeah, it is a Sisters of Battle with the plasma pistol. I can't see there's anything much newer. I like the sword in the sheath there. That's quite cool. But yeah, this Piety and Pain box set. Let's see the content. So you've got the Palatine, you've got a set of Retributors, and you've got an Immolator. For me, it's a must buy for that. I mean, the Immolator tank itself is £45. I mean, even if they were to price this set at just over 100, say 125, for £70, you're getting the Retributors there. They're £32.50, so already that's £77. So for £120, if that is the price, that's £40 for the two characters, which, let's face it, are going to be £20 each, and all of this Hekatarii force. If it's over £120, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. But you do get the Lilith Hesperax. I've never really had the inkling to collect Dark Eldar, but I collect Eldar and Inari, so now they're all kind of meshed into one. Which is quite cool. So there's more scope for me to use these if I wanted to. I do like the base there with the Yandan, I say corpse. That's quite cool, quite fun. And then they looked at the Hedonites. So this is the Hedonites of Slaanesh preview for the Battle Tome that'll come out in February, and a load of new models. I'm not into Slaanesh. I know a lot of people are, which is great. So conversely, that means that you won't see them on this channel. But yeah, the minis look very cool. Lots of detail going on. And even more here. Yeah, the beasts look fantastic. Great action poses, great speed. Can only imagine what they're working on for Khorne and maybe for Nurgle. And look at these. Well, we've seen these before, I think. But they're slightly different. You've got a whole slacker slash or slake slash, the dread pageant, and then you've got the Bisarb archers on foot. Now this is how you do archers, not the Lumineth ones where they're all pretty much the same. These are fun, cool, unique, different. Kind of got a Boudica kind of thing going on with that hair laying in a convenient way. Yeah, they look awesome. So that was your preview on the Christmas Day. New army, new year, hobby goals. I found this a little bit of a letdown, except for the fact that you've got Gloomspite Gits right there, and that is a fantastic start collecting set. I'm still really looking forward to going through the live streams and the upcoming videos of Gloomspite Gits. If you weren't already aware, that's what I'll be covering on this channel in depth until I transition into Maggotkin. Probably around the same time as the Slaanesh new models. Orcs, they really need an update. Mechanicus, yeah, that's a good army to start. And then you've got Daughters of Cain and Slaves of Darkness again. They need more models for a refresh. But the start collecting box, other than it being pushed to fit monopose, they are lovely looking minis, I think, especially the Knights and the Karkadrak. Then there was a look at next week, look into the new year. You can vote now for the best models. You could have voted for the best models right there. The Old World, first look at the map of Bretonnia. I don't know whether Bretonnia will get there first, but I like this kind of video for the map. I think that's fantastic. They're doing a good job. Looking forward to the Old World. Look at these little key points and the enclaves. Land Speeders through the ages. We're looking at some really awesome artwork there. The old Land Speeders that they brought back from Forge World. I think you can still get that on Forge World. I bought the, I say original one at the Open Day 2017, I think it was, off the top of my head. And then like a year later, or less than a year later, they brought out this one, which is an updated one with the missiles and a bit like a tornado with the with an underslung heavy weapon. Very iconic, awesome bits of kit. And then they get a bit of Dark Angels treatment. And then we're on to this, which I've just taken the Invictus methodology and slapped it onto this. It's got these repulsor plates instead of the anti-grav technology, I'm guessing. It's got these bars, which look strange. Then you put more bars here with this Space Marine popping out. I really don't know how he gets out and gets in to there. A servitor or some kind of targeting system would have been better. Like if they had that targeting system where his head was, took away the bars. Yeah, having a third Primaris seems like a complete waste. Like the ballistic skill isn't 2+. This guy can't fire at a completely different target, so the rules don't really back it up either, in my opinion. It would have been better just to keep with the older design and have 2 Space Marines in there and have this as a servitor or a targeting system or something. I mean, it would be like adding a servitor on the top of an Imperial Knight for those carapace weapons. It's not needed, really isn't. But the rest of the design is all right. You know, you've got a main weapon. They love these Las Talons though. They really do. They can't get away with them. And then the Gatling cannon, yeah, looks all right. I like the missile pods. This is just Iron Hail stubber stuff. But this one probably looks the best, I think. I like this multi-melter cannon array thing with the rockets on the side and more rockets on the top. I can't get away from how bad that Primaris looks in there. But of course, for the channel, I will be picking one up. We'll go through the kit. I'm very intrigued to see how much this one will cost, whether it's going to be £40 or a little bit more than 40. We'll see. Another article for Battleforge, engine kill. So you've got a lore for the fire wasps of the Legio Ignatum, or Ignatum. Amazing piece of artwork, obviously. Another warlord. Yeah, there it is again. There's a Black Library 2020 in review. New year, new army again. So advertise a few of the box sets. Of course, they're advertising the combat patrols. Will we get a combat patrol for Death Guard? Possibly. Teaser from Middle Earth. Model of the year 2020, the results. So again, if you don't want to know, switch off for a moment, because I'll go through them right now. Okay. You still here? Right, let's do this. So the results. So you've got Ragnar Blackmane, fastest tenor server in the galaxy. You've got Archmage 2 Sprue Teclis. You've got Zarek, the sub-assembly Silent King. You've got the Not So Mega Gargant. So the miniature of the year, the different places. In third, you've got the Trump of St. Catherine. Fantastic, I say mini. More, it's getting close to a diorama more than a mini. But yeah, you've got a number of sisters there. You've got lots of cherubs. It's an absolute joy to put together and to carry around and take everywhere with you without breaking. No, really, really good third place there. Second, we had the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon, the most expensive single sprue plastic mini. It's pretty much £70 for one sprue, but it is gorgeous. It's a lovely build and a fantastic model, one of the best models out there for Necrons. And then in first place, we got Hekatarii. It's not just Hekatarii, it's also Ghazghkull Thraka. An odd one, this one. It really is. He's more expensive than Guilliman and Abaddon, but he's a chunky boy. He's huge. He's bigger than Killer Cans, almost as big as the Dreadnought. He's much bigger than the old school Space Marine Dreadnoughts. He really did need a refresh and a new kit, and I'm pleased they did that. It's up to you whether you want to put the comical spent casing shooting out of the weapon, or even the smoke plumes. This pose I'm not a big fan of. I went for the other pose where he's looking to his left, but they got the size right. They got a lot of things right with this model. I still think that because of the size of the Mega Armor, he does look quite small in that frame, but there's just so much going on, and hopefully that's a taster of what's to come for Orcs when they get refreshed, maybe in 2021. But I'd rather much see Eldar and Astra Militarum get refreshed before Orcs. But the Orc Boys kit really does need a refresh. So there you go. They were all the models of the year voted by yourselves. Well, for you people that did vote, if you didn't vote, well, you got no one else to blame but yourself on that one. Then what they did is they followed up that article with the best Warhammer of the past 12 months. Nice little video. Got the Triumph of St. Catherine at the start of the year with a load of the other Sisters of Battle. The Mindstealer Sphinx, definitely a high point for me with Slaves to Darkness Force. Indomitus, Showstopper, over £400 worth of miniatures there for your £100 or £120. It was very reasonably priced. You've got the big £40 sort of 300-400 page core book in there, which was hardback with a page keeper, and you know, fantastic set, as I said in all of those reviews, and the review for the set itself. It introduced the new Necron Warriors kit, which is amazing, but unfortunately, in my opinion, they didn't carry the momentum that this set brought about. What I mean by that is they released a few of these units in their Indomitus state, and what I mean by that is they just released the destroyers, the same sprues as what was in this kit, and they did the same with the bikes. However, what I will say is they did release new Assault Primaris Intercessors. They're going to release a new Blade Guard Veteran box set, and they'll also release a completely separate Eradicator box set, and no doubt they'll release a few of these minis separately at some point. But I just wish that they had released multi-part, multi-pose kits for the destroyers and the bikes. But overall, I was very happy with what that set produced, especially with the Necrons. They've done such a good job with all of these new Necron models. We've still got a few left to go. What did impact this big time was, obviously the pandemic and things, in terms of, the Codex came out for Space Marines, September time, and we're almost half a year in now, and we still haven't had all of the units for the Force. Mega Gargant, it was an evolutionary stomp. In terms of prices that Games Workshop can charge for single plastic minis, this is now the most expensive plastic mini that they sell, and it's not even the biggest. It's got a lot of detail, no doubt. It is a fun kit, nice to build, and from what I can see, it would be a joy to paint, and you do get a few options, but it is £120 at the end of the day. It's a lot of money. I said it in the review, I think it would have been better for them to release 2 separate kits for the Mega Gargants, and have 2 versions of a Mega Gargant in one and 2 in the other, rather than just cram 3 units worth of parts into one. That would have reduced the overall cost, quite possibly, and it would have doubled their boxes, because people would have bought 2 of those rather than just the one kit. So even if they took a bit of a hit and charged it at, say, I don't know, £90, which is a bit more reasonable, then people would still be paying 180 rather than just 120. But that was my take on the Mega Gargant. It's one of these strange examples where they've gone as far as they possibly can with the number of parts and the number of units you can build out of one kit. But the downside of that is they have to charge this very high price. Zarek the Silent King, I'd be lying if I said he was a joy to build. He's an absolute pain to build, especially the individual Necron units there. He is a painter's dream though. You can always go back and touch certain things up, and there's so much to work on for this kit. Yes, he was expensive, but his rules are stupendous, and if you've got a Necron force, you owe it to yourself to include him in that. And they were the big standouts of the year, according to GW. I'd also say the Necron range as a whole, if you wanted to just incorporate them. The Sisters of Battle at the start of the year, very, very decent. But I've got a feeling that 2021 will be an improved year for the hobby. And then a New Year preview that came out yesterday. So this is the main reason I decided to do this video, to look at the new year and the new models. We've got this trailer right here, and what we'll need to do is kind of like slow it down a little bit, or at least pause at certain areas. So if we pause here, we've now got what looks to be Adeptus Titanicus. It looks to be some kind of Warlord or Nemesis Titan. I mean, this particular joint looks different than a Warlord and a Nemesis, to be honest. So we could have, this could be an Imperator. Again, the hip joint looks very different to what we've seen before. You've got the gyro stabilizers for the hips, I think, encased in this armor. You've got this blue, so it's some kind of plasma weaponry. We get a closer look at that a little bit later on. You've got this is like the T, like the cog symbol, for the armor on the front, on the groin area. Now this is interesting because, again, it looks like the top of a Nemesis, but it's all encased with these intakes, these vent intakes, which again you normally see on a Warlord Titan. You got this cannon. Now it could be the shot, because that looks like it's indented, and maybe there's another indent there and it's a double. It's a bit misleading, but I don't see how they'd only have one cannon on there, and it looks like the anti-air, but very sort of reminiscent of the Nemesis. But you've got the T for the Titan Legio there. Now this is where we get a closer look at this plasma weapon. It looks like some kind of plasma blast gun, but with another plasma cannon on the top. And then that's it for the Titanicus model. I do think it is for Adeptus Titanicus. I don't think it is a brand new Forge World Titan, unfortunately. However, what that means is if we are getting a brand new Adeptus Titanicus Titan, there's a high chance we'll be getting it from Forge World. So we'll see on that one. Then we've got a new Adeptus Mechanicus model. It looks like a Hekatarii Alpha or HQ unit. Then we've got the Goku model. No, this is definitely Lumineth Realm Lords. He's on some kind of cloud thing. You can tell because he's got a half moon, and normally they have those half moons. Well, Teclis does. And then this looks like some kind of mount. It's like a kind of khaki type colour. It is in stirrups. It's got these shields. And it's the same kind of colouring and metal work for the shield. So these could be flying mounts, could be some kind of griffin type creature. And then this, not sure on this one. I kind of think it's Age of Sigmar. It's got a hammer. Might be a blacksmith type thing going on. Don't know, could be Middle Earth. And then this, it's got some kind of cane. I think it's we've got the undead or the flesh eaters. I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at the face there. You can see the gums. I think it's undead. You've got the lots of detail on the axe and the fingernails. And then this big monstrosity. They've done a fantastic job with the marble effects. Of course they have. And this is like the king of gluttony. And this is part of the statue, David statue or whatever, on the rear of the chariot thing. Big old throne. Got these Slaanesh beasts, ogre creatures. And then there he is, the man himself. We've got this female holding something up. He's eating something there, or he's got a platter. And then this champion. And then he's got this umbrella type shader thing going on. I'm not sure what this is at the back. Maybe it's a snake. We might see a little bit more of that. Yeah, it is. It's like some kind of viper. Yeah, amazing model. I can't see how that wouldn't be £80 or closer to 100, because there's some big models on there and there's a lot of detail. But yeah, you're going to be, if you're a Slaanesh player, you're going to be absolutely enjoying this model. And there you go. That was the preview. That was a little preview and the little teaser that they gave us all. And there's a closer look at the model right here. But none of the closer looks at the other teasers. So yeah, overall, quite decent. A lot of things to come out. You've got a little bit of Mechanicus. You've got a little bit of... So I'm guessing the 9th edition codex isn't too far off for them. Nice that we're getting some more Lumineth models. And also the Adeptus Titanicus new Titan or whatever it is was also a nice surprise. So there you go. That's it. A bit longer than I expected this video to go on for, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please do like the video, subscribe, join as a member, and continue using that Element Games affiliate link, because it really does help the channel out and allows me to continue making this content. That's it from me today. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.